Hi everyone, welcome to New Bear. Today I'm going to show you how we can work with beads on our shuttle thread. Beads on our shuttle thread means we can have beads in our rings and our picots. To do this we need to load the beads onto the shuttle as we wind our shuttle. Here are some different ways that we can load our beads. If the hole in your bead is wide enough, you can use a floss threader. Pass your tail through the loop of the floss threader and back on itself. The other end, thread your beads. Slide them down onto your thread and remove your floss threader. With the tail of your thread, we're going to cut it diagonally so that we get a tip, and cover that tip with a little bit of nail polish. We let that dry. Make sure you let the thread dangle to dry or it will stick to the plastic or whatever surface it's touching. With one eye prepared earlier, when the polish has dried, you can see it stiffened the thread. Now we can use that like a needle and thread our beads. If the hole in our bead is big enough, we can tie the ends of our sewing thread together using a weaver's knot. A weaver's knot is less bulky than a normal knot and will hopefully pass through the whole of our bead. To tie a weaver's knot, firstly we need to make a slip knot in one of our threads. So I'm going to use a piece of China cord so you can see it a little better. We start with a fairly good tail. Loosely wrap the thread around your fingers and into the pinch. Take the loop off your fingers. The tail is tucked up through the loop. Hold on to that. Grab both legs and pull on your loop. Now your slip knot should slide, so you can test it by pulling on both of the legs and it should just pop out. If you don't tie it too tightly. So once we have our slip knot, grab the other end of your sewing thread, pass it through that loop, grab both legs of your slip knot and pull. It will lock that knot into place. So to do that with our sewing thread, we tie a slip knot, pass our tail through the loop, pull that down, and our thread's ready to go. So once we have our loop done, pass the tail of your tatting thread through the loop and back on itself, and you can load your beads. Load a few beads onto your sewing needle, run them down onto your thread. Make sure you have a pretty good tail so that we don't lose our beads. We're going to come back and go back through those beads. leaving a loop up this end. Grab your tatting thread, thread that through the loop, hold on to your sewing thread and run your beads down.